Hey everybody, Wisdom here. It is Monday, March 9th, 2015, 2:10 in the morning. Just a couple days ago it would be 1:10 in the morning, but technically today, Sunday, sun hadn't come up on Monday. It's still daylight saving time to me. Officially, Saturday night, 2 a.m., which was Sunday. But nonetheless, people always complain about it's like, oh, I missed an hour of sleep. To me, it's a great day because this fully restores what the idiots take away from me in the end of October, the start of November, whenever that is. And that, of course, is an extra hour of daylight. I can't tell you how much it sucks to leave work and come home to darkness. In the morning, I don't really care. But after work, that's when you have free time to do cool stuff. And there's much less cool stuff you can do when it's freaking dark and cold. So justice has been served, and it is now sunny, just like it is here at the Academy. So we've got Head Rush. That is the Sleuth Hat, plus 7, what is it, critical hits? Seems like it should be a different attribute, but whatever. She doesn't look bad. That's kind of what I would expect from a Viking. Granted, I kind of gravitate towards Minnesota Vikings, so you picture some purple. But Nitro Head Rush, though, actually looks pretty good. Especially for a Nitro. I think it's in part because she has a lot of black. Now, to me, and I say this every time, Nitros should have been black and white because that's a checkered flag. And when you say Nitro, I think most people think of speed. I think of speed, race cars, Nitro, I don't know. Anyway, what we're going to do here is take a look at her base upgrades, and we will take this Head Rush down one of the paths. Don't know which one yet, it'll depend on the base upgrades. And then we'll take Nitro down the other. So that's the crux of that story. Anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to check out her primary attack. It's kind of like a two-part deal. She can sort of... that's what I was trying to do the first time. Is just basically come down, and then it looks like you have the motion streak when she comes up. And then also, she can charge, but only for 5 seconds. She can kind of maneuver a little bit, but if you try to make a sharp turn... you can see what happens. It's just not going to pan out like you need it to. So that said, when she just does like what I would call the headbutt, it's 65 critical. I think it took about 60 attempts to get the critical number, and the reason being it would be 32.5, which should round up to 33 and be 98. But sometimes they do that, sometimes they don't. This time they did not. It is 65 to 97 when you do the headbutt or the head slam or the horn slam or whatever you want to call it. It's actually technically named Traptanium Horn, so I kind of try to elaborate on there. Now the thing is, in addition to just being up close, we can actually charge over here. And as you can see, she's going to do 30 damage when you're actually charging. Keep in mind, it's just whatever you can crack off within the 5 seconds. It depends largely on what enemies are present. I have yet to see a 45, but that would be the critical number. So, and again, the thing with the charge is it is not very precise, and it only lasts for 5 seconds, so you got to keep that in mind. Also of note, she does, when she jumps, that's what she looks like. When we come down, she has the same thing. It's not some elevated attack damage number for that jump attack or anything. Her secondary attack is Stomp with an exclamation point. 77 is our standard number. If you just lightly tap it, you got like a pretty significant delay between when you can fire off another one. The thing is, if you come in here and you actually just spam the button, she will basically walk. You can kind of make these crazy circles. We actually had a critical, which was good. 77 to 115, it looks like it's going to have like a little bit of a radius to it. Not huge, but anything's better than nothing. In the air, if you try to stomp, she does nothing at this point. Now, something interesting, when I jump, you can actually, he doesn't take damage, the little gill grunt dummy, but listen to this. That clearly is indicating, that there's damage going down, but it's not visible, so that's interesting. That said, we're going to go ahead and get started here. No, we're not. Now we are.
Ready for another magical upgrade?
Alright, I've been playing a lot of computer-based Minecraft here as of late, so yes, we're ready. Our first upgrade is going to be Mega Stomp, BBB for Mega Stomp combo. Price is $370. Keep in mind I've got 13 wing sapphire, so it's a little funky. But it's kind of an interesting picture of her. That said, we'll go ahead and get this and see what we can do. Alright, so right now nothing has changed, but let's spam it and see what we get. Oh, that is nice. 200. I don't know if enemies would get stuck there or what, but that's actually pretty cool deal in my opinion. And it looks like, I wonder, okay, I was thinking maybe we could keep that going, you know, like if we kept stomping, that crater would just stay there. That is not the case. Critical on that should be 300. I'm gonna see if we do extra damage. No, you just do standard. There's no like elemental boost or anything like that apparently. So that's actually, it's quite a bit of damage, but most importantly to me, it looks cool. So let's see here. 65, 65, 200. And so theoretically, you could have what? 97, assuming everything lined up. 97, 97, and then 300. So, kind of a cool deal, really, though. I like the aesthetics of it, and the damage number is nice. So, I can't complain about it. Alright, next up we've got Yodel. I've been looking forward to this one. Ever since I read her story, obviously it kind of made me want to have the Yodel. So, Yodel, let's press Y, that's fitting, and it actually matches the colors and everything. So, press Y to perform a powerful Yodel attack, damaging all enemies within earshot. Price $5.18. So we are now equipped with 1, 2, and 3 with Miss Headrush here. You know, I will complain though about her name. To me, it should be one like head rush, you know, like all in one, and it's actually head rush. You know, head and rush are separated. But anyway, let's see what Yodel can do, because then we can quit complaining. Let's actually check it out over here. Okay, I just tapped Y. There's probably like some crazy Toys for Bob employee that has encoded this to where if you match pitch or sync up with a rhythm in a certain level, that will probably do like something ridiculous or some high damage number or something. I don't know that we'll find that out. Can I hold Y down? Yes. Okay, so let's count the time here. About 7 seconds, so that's significant now. We are unable to move. That may be an issue. Let me actually aim it this way and let's see if it's... Okay, so it is a directional attack right now. I was thinking from right here it looked like it might have been, you know, somewhat perimeter based. So 40, 40, 32. So that'd be like 60 and 48. So... I guess the end isn't as powerful. That's what they're trying to say. Because we're pretty much at point blank. Now we're getting 4 hits. So it's definitely distance based. Let's see. Well, no, we just got 4 again. And that's weird though, because I'm getting numbers that don't match. That was just weird. So there seems to be like a... Okay, I think we figured this out. Directionally, it's going to be 40 to 60 3 times. At least when you tap Y. We're going to have 40 to 60, 1, 2, 3. And then apparently some radius around her will spawn off a 32 to 48, yet instead of a 48, I've seen that last number be critical and it's been a 60, which I don't really understand, but you're seeing right now, okay, we're out of the radius there, it looks like. Yes, so it is a limited radius, it's this distance right here exactly, but if we turn around, we have the 340s and the 32, so press is going to equal 40 to 60 3 times. 32 to 60, because I've seen the 60, I've never seen a 48. Radial. Then, if we hold Y, we're going to have to figure all this out as we go. So, let's try that. I think I saw 11. Let's try it. Dadgum, this is really hard. Okay. Is it 12?
Your next challenge awaits you, Portal Master. Talk to Flynn.
I think it's 12. I think it's 12. Now, I realize you're watching this in video form when you do this, and you can slow it down and pause it and count. I can't do that in real time. I can only do that in editing, and you're not with me when we edit, so we gotta wing this thing. So hold is going to equal 40 to 60. I'm just gonna put that 40 to 60 12 times, because there doesn't seem to be the aftershock. If I just press Y from here, we get to 32. If I turn around, this is out of range. If we come back here, there's our radius damage. Now let's see if we get any radius damage at all when we hold Y. Yes. So interesting, 5 times there. Let's see if we can chain this sucker. Yes, we are damaging that other dummy. So interesting. It's very difficult to document, but I've done a decent job showcasing it to you. If we tried any harder, we'd basically just accomplish nothing. Stomping Out Air is up next. While in the air, press B to stomp down with more power. Price is a sinister 666. So this is basically our jump attack with our secondary attack. So let's see what we can get. Stomping, we're still doing 77. We should fire off the 200. There we go. Now let's jump and do that. Oh, cool. So that creates the crater too. So that's 100. It's a little slow of an attack. I mean, she's like up there defying gravity for a little bit. But I do like the craters. I've got to admit that. Now, will it also generate the dirt on the bridge? Yes, and then water. I'm assuming yes. Yeah, but note that the water does flow through the crater, so that's kind of cool. There's tall grass. Yeah, there's still grass going. So kind of a cool deal there, really. You don't really see the stone, but you can, I guess, if the structures are tall enough around you, like the wood on the bridge or the flowers, they will stay supplanted. So pretty cool. Now I've forgotten the damage. It was 100, I think, so it should be 150. I'm just having fun with the crater. I don't know why I like the crater so much, but I do. So Stomping Out Air will be 100 to 150. I don't have 20 minutes to get a critical hit, so we're just going to assume the math is correct. And now, the final base upgrade. Charge control. You can turn while performing a charge attack, which also does extra damage. Cost 888. Now, key thing here is going to be, does the extra damage occur from the 65? Okay, right here it doesn't matter just yet. The Lungs of Steel will be Yodel, and Stomp Harder will improve stomp attacks. So I'll have to just think about that. But what I was saying? What was I saying? Something important. We wouldn't have been talking about it. Oh yeah. Okay, so we can now steer a little bit better, but the issue is it only going to do extra damage when we come off of a turn, or will the 65 to 97 increase, or the 30 to 45, I should say. Or was the spreadsheet not good? There we go. It was off the screen. Alright, so let's check this first. 92, wow. So it upgraded even that. No increase on, I keep thinking that should do extra damage, but it doesn't. So 92, half of that would be 46, that should be 138. So Head slam sounds more aggressive, so we'll go with that. 92 to 138. And then on the charge, we were doing 30 to 45. Let's see what we get now when we charge. 43. That sucks because that's an odd number. Half of 42 is 21. Half of 43, therefore, is 21 and a half. So it should be 65, but they might make it be 64. That's something I don't know until we see it. $64. What did I tell you? They didn't round up again. So 43 to 64 during charge, which should be 5 seconds. Let's confirm that now. No, it's 10 seconds. That would have been nice to add in the description, wouldn't it? I mean, that's like a big deal, doubling the length of the charge, and they don't mention it. So head slam 92 to 138, 43 to 64 during 10-second charge. Again, that's a significant increase there, in my opinion. So let's make sure again. Yeah, it totally doubles it. So now let's see how sharp you can turn. Not very. The stairs are not cooperating either. Wow, so that did 53 to 64. 75. This is an awesome and unexpected turn of events.
When you're ready to learn about
Okay, so escalating damage. I don't think I've used that descriptor before. Escalating damage will be 43, and then was it 53, 64? 64, and then I think it was 75, and then I think it was 86. Let's see if we can replicate that real quick. So she does cut. I guess that's kind of been added in. That was kind of unclear to me. There's our 53, 64, 75, and the maximum damage is going to be 86, and it came up just short of where I wanted to be. This way we should at least hit it. I want 112. Yeah, so you can run after making contact with the 86. It will continue to be 86. I assume all of those have critical numbers, but hey, you know, we'd be here for 4 hours if I tried to do that. So I try to keep these relatively short and sweet, ideally under 20 minutes. Realistically, they ought to be around 10, but some of this stuff's hard to document. So that said, this is Miss Headrush, and she is equipped with her base upgrades. Now I've got to decide whether Nitro or this chick gets lungs of steel. So I will be thinking about that. I'll actually probably take Nitro through the base upgrades real quick and see, make sure the colors, like I want to make sure, you know, on the Stomp that it's not like gold or something, because I could change my mind. But so far so good. I like the craters that's created. They are accompanied by high damage. This last attack, it actually upgraded everything, just standard and progressively as you turn. So that was a pleasant surprise. And of course Yodel is pretty cool, and I think it should upgrade nicely. So that said, for myself and Headrush, thanks so much for watching. We will take them down their paths. I don't know which ones yet, but that will be next. Next character we do will be Wallop. Continuing on with the Earth Trap Masters here. I do have 2 Wallops. So that means we get to see both paths. But that said, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed. If you enjoy the videos here and you like the attack damage numbers I put together for you, tell your friends about it. Have them subscribe. Check out my site, oneofweezem.com, Skylander Club Forum as well. I'll have links at the top of the video description box. They will take you to a post dedicated exclusively to Headrush. You will see all the information that I convey here in the video in spreadsheet form, which is easy to read and understand. And of course, then I will have my comprehensive analysis on which paths do what and what I prefer. So check that out at oneofweezem.com, SkylanderClub.com. You can follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Once again, thanks for watching. I'll catch you back here in just a few seconds.